The year is 2015, and Kirby and the Rainbow Curse was just released on the Nintendo Wii U. When director Kazushige Masuda and producer Shigefumi Kawase and Kensuke Tanabe saw the Wii U gamepad, they were struck with inspiration. They decided it was the perfect device to create a sort of sequel to Kirby's Canvas Curse, using the asymmetrical multiplayer capabilities of the Wii U to create the perfect multiplayer experience. The player with the gamepad would play a game like Kirby Canvas Curse, and the players with the Wii remotes would play a more traditional Kirby experience, running and jumping on the footholds that the Wii U gamepad player would create. Will Kirby and the Rainbow Curse be as good as they hoped, or will it just be another frustrating mess like its predecessor? Let's find out. Kirby and Waddle Dee were hanging out in Dreamland one day when all of a sudden, a portal opens up and all of the color drains away from the world. Out of the portal pops out a paintbrush fairy named Aline, who gets chased by a couple of grab hands. Kirby and Waddle Dee help Aline to get away from the grab hands. Aline quickly explains the situation to them and they agree to help out. Going through the portal using Aline's rainbow ropes, they are brought to Seventopia, planets that were created from the colors stolen from Popstar. More of the lore is revealed through the secret diary pages that you can collect at the end of every stage in the game. These diary pages tell in the cutest way possible the story of Aline and Glacia. Glacia and Aline were friends that created the world of Seventopia. Glacia morphed everything out of clay and Aline would paint them. One day, Glacia suddenly started becoming twisted and corrupted. This is what led to the events of Aline coming to Popstar. When they get to the end of the Purple Fortress, they enter a final battle with Glacia. When Kirby defeats her, we find out that Glacia was being possessed the whole time by a mysterious being known as Dark Crafter, a clay version of Dark Matter. When he's revealed, Dark Crafter tries to run away from the situation, but Kirby turns into a rocket and chases him down, defeating him once and for all. To celebrate, Glacia and Aline send Kirby and Waddle Dee back to Popstar and make them a bunch of apples. Kirby and the Rainbow Curse feels like a very watered down version of the plot of Kirby Triple Deluxe. Two childhood friends get broken up by an evil presence. The difference here is that we get a happy ending instead of the tragic ending Queen Sectonia got. We also go back to getting villains that just exist. Tell me, who is Dark Crafter? What is his motive? Why is he doing this? His figurine tells us that he just wants to take over the world, but how does stealing the color from Popstar help him with that goal? Not only that, but Dark Crafter barely tries to even fight us. He just runs away. What a lame villain. Also, can we talk about how much of an asshole Kirby is in this game? So in Kirby's Canvas Curse, Kirby was stuck in his ball form because Dracia cursed him. In this game, Kirby rolls around because he thinks it's fun? The world is at stake and Kirby is fucking around! I know this is a Kirby spin-off, so the plot really isn't the focus, but this seems exceptionally lazy for a console Kirby game. Kirby's Epic Yarn at least fleshed out Yin Yarn as a trickster character. If you've seen my other reviews of the Kirby spin-offs, you would know I think there needs to be a reason that the alternate playstyle from the main series has to happen. Not only is there no real reason given, the reason they do give makes the protagonist look like an asshole. With all of that in mind, Kirby and the Rainbow Curse's story gets my rating of a C+. Have you played Kirby's Canvas Curse? Then you've played Kirby and the Rainbow Curse. I'm just kidding. There actually are a few key differences between Kirby's Canvas Curse and this game. First of all, they got rid of the copy abilities in this game. I am a huge fan of this because more often than not, I would forget I had a copy ability in Canvas Curse and I'd press Kirby and do the ability when I expected to just do a normal roll. Now, the abilities are gone. To replace that, this game takes a tiny aspect from Kirby's Epic Yarn of all places. In the place of copy abilities, instead we have different forms that Kirby gets transformed into. These transformations include a tank that shoots where you poke, a submarine that shoots constantly to the right, and a rocket that you must guide using your ropes. I can definitely say with 100% certainty that this game's level design is 1000% better than its predecessor. One of my major complaints of Kirby's Canvas Curse is that the level design, especially in the later worlds, becomes absolutely lazy and uninspired. Straight up dog water. How do we make a hard level? I don't know, fucking just put spikes literally everywhere. This game keeps the level design consistent, fun, and inspired. There was never really a point where I found the level design in this game to be bullshit. I was not expecting to have as much fun playing this game as I did, but an upgrade from frustrating is still not that great. With all of that in mind, Kirby and the Rainbow Curse's gameplay gets my rating of a B. Ready for me to get super analytical and critical on the presentation of a children's game on the Wii U? No? Sucks. So, being a game about a world that is molded out of clay, it makes sense that Seventopia would have the claymation aesthetic. The claymation aesthetic is really good too, and well implemented into the game. Now, where I find issue with the claymation aesthetic is that it continues into the cutscenes that take place on Popstar. It then just begs the question of why the world of Popstar is made of clay. The reason why Popstar looked like it was made of paint in Kirby's Canvas Curse was once again because Dracia cursed the world to look like that. Here, the world is already clay. It would make sense if Claycia made it look that way, or what I would have done, Popstar looked like a normal Kirby game, and then everything looks like clay when they travel to Seventopia. It would make the clay aesthetic make more sense in the scope of the universe, rather than just being like, yeah, that's the art style, shut up. One thing I do have to give this game, the music is amazing. This game pays tribute to a bunch of the Kirby games before it, and offers a bunch of remixes of music from all of the previous games, and I can say that they were amazing. It made it a treat to unlock those as you play through the game. That rocket ship theme is a classic, and yes, I thought of the Game Grumps remix as I listened to it. I also thought of the legendary cover that the Beard Bros did of it as well. Hit it! I'm a fucking rocket ship, I got a shield in front of me, oh yeah! I'm a rocket ship! I'm a fucking rocket ship, I'm flying through the sky at the speed of light, oh yeah! I'm a rocket ship! Here I am, a rocket ship, I don't know what this song's about, I'm a fucking rocket ship, flying through the sky at the speed of light. I wanna see the stars, it's my favorite thing in the world. I wanna see the stars, it's my favorite thing in the world. Yeah. With all of that in mind, Kirby and the Rainbow Curse's presentation gets my rating of a B+. To complete Kirby and the Rainbow Curse, you must first, of course, beat the game. Then you must collect all of the treasures in each stage. These treasures award you either figurines to look at in the showcase, as well as music and remixes to listen to in the sound test. Next, you must get all of the secret diary pages in every stage in the game. This is super easy. At the end of every stage in the game, there is a roulette wheel where you can grab whatever item you touch. Touch the diary icon and you got the page. Nothing to it. You must then get all the gold medals in every stage of the game. To do this, you must get as many stars in the stage as possible. This isn't too hard. The threshold for how many stars to collect is pretty lenient most of the time, so you should get the majority of them as long as you make a conscious effort to collect stars. Getting a bunch of gold medals unlocks the challenges in this game. There are two types of challenges in this mode. The first type, and the type you'll be playing most, is the 15-second trials. You will be given 4 levels to collect treasure chests in. You only have 15 seconds to collect each chest. Collect as many chests as you can to be awarded a medal. You must collect all 4 chests in every stage to be awarded the gold medals in this challenge. Most of these really aren't too hard if I'm going to be honest. There's only a handful of these where I had to try more than once. The other type of challenge that you will be given is the survival challenge. These are similar to the 15-second challenges in that you must collect the treasure chest in each level in under 15 seconds. The twist here is that there are 12 of them instead of 4, and if you fail one, you must start all the way back from the first challenge. I always dreaded these ones. Some of these get extremely difficult. Hell, the final survival challenge took me multiple hours to beat. In order to complete this game, you must get all of the gold medals. Now, in my completion ventures, I made a horrifying discovery. I got all the gold medals in the main levels, I got all the diary pages, I got all the treasures, and I beat all of the challenges I could with a gold medal. But I still had challenges that weren't unlocked. I investigate just to find that to unlock some of the challenges, you must beat every boss in the game without getting hit. This includes the final boss. I hate challenges like this. This is padding 1000%. I can understand beating something without dying, but not getting hit? Call me a bitch, but I think that's just plain not fun. I lost over 20 lives just trying to do this with Darkcrafter. Fuck this challenge. Not only that, but after you finally do it, you get more challenges to do, so you don't even have the satisfaction of being done. It is for this reason alone that I would never recommend completing this game to anybody. There's also the fact that doing these challenges, after a while, just gets very dull, but I can at least see someone enjoying it. This? Does anybody want to do hitless runs other than as a self-imposed challenge? Yet another Kirby game I don't recommend completing. Kirby and the Rainbow Curse is definitely a step up from its predecessor, but that isn't saying much. With a story that needed more time in the oven as well as gameplay and presentation that, while good, has a couple of inconsistencies and leaves a little bit more to be desired. Overall, Kirby and the Rainbow Curse is not a bad game in the slightest. I actually think I had more fun with this game than Canvas Curse, but it lives in that void of games that are just okay. With all of that in mind, Kirby and the Rainbow Curse gets my overall rating of a B-, the poster child of a mid-Kirby game. Thank you everyone so much for watching this video, and I hope you guys enjoy the new format of the retrospectives. If you like what you see, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell. All the social media are in the description below, so check them out as well. We also got merch in the description. Next week, we'll be looking at the next Kirby game in the lineup, Kirby's Planet Robobot. But if you're too impatient to wait a week, you can become a channel member and watch it right now. I'm Bottles, and I bid you, my well-esteemed guests, adieu.